everyone. Sorry for the slightly late start. Things happen. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to admit
It
to.
wouldn't be a Wit and Twit stream if there weren't some sort of technical difficulties.
Right? Technical difficulties.
And from what I understand, your difficulties were very technical. So it happens. It
It's
happens.
true. Uh, I have arrived, so we are good to go at this point.
Okay. Okay,
We
here
have
we
some minor
go.
audio
Now,
from some other Twitch person as I pull up the. Oh no.
I've done a little research. I have, which is unusual for me, but I've done a little research. Um, and I have a plan. So remember a few sessions ago when the forest attacked us and all those stupid graylings came out of the woodwork, and I think there may have been a troll, I don't remember for sure.
I mean,
And it just
that
caused some
sounds
havoc.
standard.
Yeah, well,
Well, the troll
kind
kind
it
of
was
hit.
kind of
Was there? I
irritating.
don't think there was a troll that attacked us, but we did find a troll on this side of the river.
Correct. Well, that got me thinking. Over time, I imagine that these attacks are going to become more and more severe as we get better gear and have spent more time in this world. So,
Yeah, theoretically, yeah.
theoretically. So at some point, the wooden wall we have set up is just not going to cut it.
That would be
I'm
correct.
going to be devoting a significant portion of my time today mining stone so that I can create a nice little earthwork to keep out any unwelcome guests.
Hmm. I like it. I
Because the
will work
ground can't be
on.
destroyed, but built objects can.
I will work on building us some beehives, because
All right.
what I did is I found out that one, we could explore to find bees, which are randomly generated throughout the world, and may or may not be a pain in the ass to find and or not exist at all. Um, or I can jump into another world and steal their bees.
Oh, so you've been committing bee theft, huh?
Yes, I committed bee theft.
Dun dun
To
dun.
to be fair, I jumped into my own world. I created a brand new world with a seed I found online that had bees,
It's
specifically for the
okay to
purposes of finding
steal.
bees.
It is okay to steal, everybody, if you're stealing from yourself.
It's actually ironically true, because you can't technically steal from yourself unless you have multiple personalities, in which case you could steal from yourself.
I don't know. Point is, we're gonna get bees in a major way. This
We
is a
already,
good thing.
it's already done. The two new beehives have now been created.
All right. Well, it sounds like we're absolutely set um, for a great sesh today. Or at least that's the theory. All I need is a
A
pickaxe.
game theory.
Game. That's just a theory. A game theory. Goodness gracious. Pickaxe. Pickaxe, pickaxe, pickaxe. How do I
um,
make? I
you need
need
a horn. Do you want my old antler pickaxe? Or are you
that
looking for
is
a bronze
exactly what I would
pickaxe?
like. I'll take your old antler pickaxe. Sure.
Alright, hang on.
I mean, it doesn't really. I'm just gonna be digging up stone.
Yeah, as soon as that neck is cooked, can you... There's an antler pickaxe in the chest here.
There it is. I must be going blind. All right, there we go. And I'm gonna be staying close to home, doing doing some housework, base building, what have you, resource gathering. The huge.
Need more troll hide. Troll hide. Deer have fine wood killing wood. Some of that. We got some of this. Got some of this. Got some of that. We got one of these. One of those. A little bit of that. Close that so we don't have that process going on in the background. Put that up so I can see the viewer count. Have the chat up there. Shibby. Place these stacks. Grab that. That's the stone chest. That's our gold chest.
So what is new with you, Connor? Do you have a nice Thanksgiving?
I did. It was a wonderful Thanksgiving. I spent it with my family. Had some cousins around. Well, my cousin and her husband. My sister was out of town, and their children were sadly not in attendance. But I mean, that's just how it goes. We're gonna have to need like another gear chest. Should I make another? I'll make another gear chest. I'll put another gear chest in here.
Oh, nice small family get together. That's nice.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that anymore. Because we have to go attack things.
Oh.
Close the door.
Oh. Oh, well, you know, I literally just talking about this.
Yeah, I closed the door to keep them out.
I had not even noticed. Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
it's a
saw
fart wizard.
the thing like the forest is moving, and I'm like, oh, guess it's time I go on the attack then.
I was here we were talking about Thanksgiving, and then all of a sudden I'm not going to talk about that. I'm not going to get together with family anymore because I'm going to attack things. I'm like, oh, you woke up this morning and chose violence, huh?
To be fair, the forest chose violence. I did not.
That is true. That is true.
I've been poisoned.
It's those fart wizards.
Yes.
Well, don't throw stuff at me. This man is going to kill me. Oh no.
Run away.
That's what I'm doing.
I'm coming, if somewhat slowly.
Fall into the pit. Come on, fall into the pit.
You know, I think we can make, like, wood spikes or traps or something.
I think so.
Oh, did I put my... Where's my bow? There's my bow.
Oh, the forest rests again.
Yeah,
Oh, you're being chased by an army of little boys.
Yes, I am.
That sounded wrong. That sounded wrong. I apologize. How about an army of little... I'm dead. An army of little bastards.
I told you to keep running.
I did. They finally caught me.
Did they throw rocks at you to death?
Yeah, they've been throwing shit at me.
Man, I've just been tanking them like a beast. We're gonna have to get more copper and bronze armor for you.
Yeah. This is exactly what I mean, you know? We need to bolster our defenses so that this stuff isn't as dangerous to our home.
To you.
And, well, you know what? Saying to me. Come on now. We can come back to life whenever. It's the rebuilding that is a real pain in the butt.
Yeah. Something else you should probably do that might help you a lot, especially until we get you better armor, is building like um, a guard tower right in this corner here.
Yeah.
Um, so you could just sit there and pelt arrows at people, and then I'll go. I can go out and be the attacker. And like I said, I could have sworn there was something like, yes, sharp stakes. I think you can put sharp stakes along either in the pit or along the outside of the pit, and I think the sharp stakes will help to like kill people. So the beehives are done. I'm gonna continue to sort my inventory slightly. Oh yeah, by the way, there is a pile. There's two piles of stone right next to the house that you can get 50 stone from. And there's if you remember, in the house there is a box that has 1, 2, 3 stacks of stone plus 10 more.
That's true. What I'm doing here is I'm killing two birds with one stone. Bad humor aside, if we can dig a nice little trench around the base and then build a nice stone wall or set up a nice stone wall where this wood wall is now, we effectively double our defensive capability.
I mean, you're not wrong. I'm just saying that if you need stone, there's stone.
Well, thank you. I shall keep that in mind.
I'm gonna actually make one of these chests just a gray dwarf ice chest. That's a treasure chest. That's a stone chest. That's the trophy chest. I don't know why there's seeds in the trophy chest. I'm gonna put the seeds in the wood chest. Probably should plant some of those at some point.
Oh, I need to fix this pick.
Maybe have a workbench outside as well, just to,
Yeah, there's some workbenches on the inside of the
Yeah, no,
wall.
I know there's workbenches on the inside of the wall. I'm just saying that it might
Um,
not be a bad idea to have
well,
workbenches
remember, we have
outside
workstation
too.
needs a roof in order to repair stuff,
Oh, you're fucking right. I did forget that.
which is incredibly stupid.
It is indeed.
But you know what? I'm not going to complain a lot. What
Uh,
were we talking about? Thanksgiving. Yeah, you got
yes.
together with family.
Yep, I got together with family. My sister is like on the other side of the country in Colorado, so she was unable to
Oh,
attend, sadly. Um, and then my little cousins had some. I mean, they're not little; they're adults. But they had some problems in why they couldn't come. I don't remember why, but they couldn't, which made me sad because I'd like to have seen them. But yeah, it is what it is.
well, I hope they're doing all right.
Yeah, I won't get into it because it's not my story to tell. One is
Exactly.
doing great. The other one, I want to do better, and that's all I'm going to say.
Fair enough.
All right, 1, 2. We're getting some carrots.
Yeah, I also had a pretty nice Thanksgiving. Small get together with my parents, my grandmother. I also got together with friends on Friday and Saturday.
I was there.
I know you were there. And that was I wasn't gonna mention it. I was gonna be
No,
like, oh,
no.
well, we
I
pretend
like.
not to know things.
Yeah, no.
But
I was just making a joke. Like, I got together with friends. I was there. It's just
you
a
were one
stupid
of
like.
them. Go figure.
It's like, oh yeah,
Uh,
I was at the thing.
no, it was a good time.
Only 15 carrots? Goddamn. Um,
We are planting the special seed carrots, right?
that's what I'm doing right now. Is I'm planting seed carrots. So we get 3 carrots per seed. I have 15 carrots right now. I'm gonna plant 5 carrots. No, I'm gonna plant 10 carrots. So that'll give us 30 seeds. And then I'll use the rest for stew. And then we're going to grab some strawberries and check on our boar.
Oh, yeah.
Grab that. Grab some strawberries. Grab some cooked deer meat to make some deer stew. I would actually love some deer stew.
In real life, oh yeah.
Yeah, fucking venison's delicious.
It is. It is.
I'm trying to remember all of the animals I've eaten. And I don't remember them all.
Let's see. I've had. What have I had? Um, I've had cow, of course. Most Americans have had cow. I've had pork. I've had chicken, turkey. Um, I've had deer. I've had bison. I've had ostrich. Various kinds of fish. Um, I've had rabbit. And rabbit's quite good.
I would love to have
Um,
rabbit sometime.
oh, it's really good. You have to have it with something else, but it's really good. Um, let's let's quickly skip the night. Um,
I'm just
what
checking on
else?
the boar. Hey, hang on. I'm gonna rename you to Buddy. Buddy the boar.
Buddy the boy.
We had we had another boar. Did our other boar die?
Yeah, we had to. Oh, come skip the night, and I'll take a quick look.
Nope, nope. There's the other boar. Okay, so
Okay,
we have
good.
Buddy and a boar. Good, good, good. And they are making love to each other and possibly giving us another boarling.
Ooh. Oh man, I'm missing the show.
I know.
Well, you know, I'm not too broken up about it. It sounds quite boring.
Yeah, I named our level 2 boar Buddy. I'm not gonna name the level 0
You're
boar.
not going to dignify that really bad pun with a response. That's fine. That's to be expected.
Of course not. I also don't know what the pun was, so I missed that.
No, what you were describing with the boars, it sounded quite boring.
Ah, I don't know how I missed that.
Hmm.
Besides, we don't need to see the boar breeding. We're not Brock.
No, we are not.
The bees are happy, and we are getting honey. All is proceeding to plan with the bees.
All is
Soon,
proceeding as you have foreseen. Hmm?
yes, soon we will have more bees than we'll know what to do with. I'm gonna put these strawberries away. I should put the honey away too. We're gonna need like other chests for like the mead stuff before too long. Oh, that's another thing I need to make. I need to make us a fermenter. I need bronze for the fermenter. Damn it. And I need tin for that. Okay. I gotta go tin hunting. Let's see.
And here we have a wild tin. Dang, this pick breaks really easily.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna. I'm gonna no, because I'm gonna go tin hunting. Um. Oh, what level is your antler pickaxe?
What level is my antler pickaxe?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Repair station level one.
I honestly couldn't tell you. How do I find out?
I get. Can we
Oh,
not upgrade the antler pickaxe? I guess we can't upgrade the antler pickaxe because I'm looking at the upgrade section and you can't. I don't see an option for it. Oh,
either
that's
that or
right.
we just don't have the resources yet for that particular thing to be unlocked.
Maybe. That's interesting. I don't know.
Hmm.
I legitimately do not know. But oh, I should put the cultivator back in there. I've got to go hunting for tin. I think tin ore should be tin ore. Um, relatively light, so I'm just gonna run and not take the cart. And tin ore is visible along the rivers.
The tin is down, down, down by the river, huh?
Yes, it is found along the rivers um, and shoreline of the dark forest.
Well, not too far away then.
Yeah, considering we have a river right next to us. The only problem is I think I've like exhausted a lot of the tin nearby. So I might be gone for a while. I might have to cross the river and check the other shoreline too. But since I'm near water, I'll get some neck. Oh, I should have eaten more Queen's Jam. I'm dumb. Like, I ate some things and then I forgot to eat one other thing. So I'll be hungry for another thing soon. In a positive note, I don't know if, like, you've been watching it or somebody's been, like, boosting the YouTube. The Valheim VODs have been getting quite a few views.
Have they?
Yeah. Not as many Russian comments anymore. I'm kind of sad, but also really weirded out that we have a Russian viewership for some reason.
Well, I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
Neither do I.
I mean, it probably helps that we haven't taken a stance on any geopolitics, at least a public.
Uh, I will take a stance right now. I am pro people.
Me too. I am also pro people.
Yeah,
I
don't
like
be
people.
don't be a dick to people. That's my stance.
Don't be a dick. That is an excellent stance. But yeah, no, I have not been boosting. One, I do not have the time. Two, I do not have the energy. And three, I do not care that much to be boosting the small VOD channel. You know? I'm glad that we are producing content that people are enjoying. Whether
Ah,
you are paying rapt attention or just viewing in the background while you work
that's
or
honestly that's like the best way to do it.
or
I think.
trying to fall asleep, you know, do you. Take care of yourself, okay?
Mental
Wherever
health is
you are.
important.
hmm Wherever you are, whoever you are, however you are. Take care of yourself. Really.
21 pieces of tin already. Do not doing too bad. I found a little shack out here in the middle of nowhere. Let's see. Is there anything good in the shack? Nope. Shack is completely worthless. So, something else. Speaking of things and stances on things, I have been seeing advertisements for a video, for a music video, I guess, and like I guess the song drop is going to be happening soon. I'd love to find out this artist's name, and I might look this up right now. Actually, it's a song that's like "Bombs Away."
Bombs away.
Shotgun Willie bombs away. And
Why does that sound vaguely familiar?
I don't know if you watch the internet much,
I
like I
have.
do. Um, but it's
I say
like
I'm well versed.
it's definitely been on the TikTok trends lately. Is that like a tin ore? That is a tin ore just hiding underneath a rock. You sneaky devil. Um, but it's like very at the risk of sounding racist, it's very Middle Eastern military general stereotypical. Like in the look and feel of the video, which I think is kind of funny. I don't think it's like
Hmm.
it's obviously a white guy doing it,
Right.
but the look and feel is very like, you know, Middle East war with bombs and guns and explosions and whatnot. And I have no idea if it's got a political stance, but it's got a catchy tune to it.
Oh yeah.
And
You can't go
explosions.
wrong with something that has a catchy tune.
I mean, come on, explosions.
Well, you can, but as long as it's not being propagandistic, you know?
Get rid of that. Pick up the tin. Brr. I'm gonna throw that rock away for more tin. Um, so another thing that I recently watched and very much enjoyed.
Yeah.
Um, oh, I'm gonna have to like figure out something to throw or get rid of here because I am all kinds of too heavy. Shit. That's a weight of one. Weight of 4.4. Oh no. Oh, man, I need to figure out a way to like carry more weight. Um, could you bring me the cart?
The carts. Yes, I can bring you the cart. Give me a second. But what else have you been watching that has been particularly
Right.
good?
So, um, two things. Well, a number of things, but the one I wanted to talk about is a Netflix series called Pluto.
Pluto.
And Pluto is a remake of an arc of the manga Astro Boy.
Ah, that sounds familiar.
Um, and it involves the murder of the seven greatest robots of the world and their creators slash people who were on a fact-finding mission to the Middle East. What's very interesting is that the story parallels the Iraqi War.
No,
Um,
the first or the second?
the second, actually, because the Bora fact-finding mission, where they're
Which
going to
side
look
of the river are
for.
you on?
I'm on the. I mean, you can open up the map and see me.
Well, I would, but there's
I'm not
some
across.
rude
I'm
little
not across
dudes.
the river.
Oh well, shoot, I'm already crossing the river. Um,
Yeah, don't cross the river. I'm on. I'm
Let
on
me
this side of the river.
do a Yui. Let me do a Yui.
Yeah, I'm like slowly waddling my way to you.
Yeah, yeah, I'm trying to do a Yui, but I'm being chased by little bastards.
Yeah. So the Bora fact-finding mission, their purpose is to go and look for robots of mass destruction. You seeing the parallel here?
I'm seeing it.
Um, and the seven greatest robots are all robots that have the potential to be robots of mass destruction.
North or south of the bridge?
South.
Oh, there's a troll.
Oh shit.
Uh,
Is he on this
just
side of the river?
yeah, he's on our. Oh, ouch! He's on our side of the river.
Well, shit. I'm gonna have to waddle faster. Um, and the interesting thing about it all is like talking about not only like what makes the perfect AI, because there's laws of AI where AI cannot or robots are not supposed to be able to harm a human.
Thanks. Oh yeah. Hmm.
Keyword, they're not supposed to. Um, and what makes a perfect AI? Head west, a little bit west. I'm a little off from the river because the river is
Yeah,
twisty, and I figured it'd be hard to make
I
it
see
across.
you. I see you on the map now.
Um, and it's a oh my god, it is such an interesting
Behind you.
behind
Behind
you.
you.
Hang on, there's some tin on the ground, but I'm gonna deal with these graylings.
Uh, yeah, careful not to hit the cart.
Yeah. All right. Perfect. Perfect. Grab some of that, and I'm also going to grab this stuff. So the idea behind it is uh, emotionality and like hatred. Hatred can change how the robots think and whatnot, and
Yeah.
it was all just a big. I don't want to spoil too much, and saying even the hatred thing is getting close to that.
Well, I mean, you got to be
Um,
careful giving robots hate. Hate leads to anger.
Anger leads to the dark side.
Mm.
Um, but it is an utterly fascinating story, and it also led to another thought of mine, especially with Astro Boy and his quote unquote sister. Um, they weren't made by the same creators, but they were raised essentially as siblings. And the interesting thing is that this war in the Middle East took place 8 years prior to the current show. And Atom, Atom, is the name of Astro Boy in
Yeah.
Japanese and in this show. And he was there as part of a peacekeeping mission. So this is 8 years ago, and he's still a kid because he was built as a kid robot. He was. Uh, this is not necessarily spoilers for Pluto, as this is based on Astro Boy and the comic series therein. And sorry, not sorry. This Pluto or Astro Boy has been like what from the 1960s, 70s. It's old. Could be even older than that. I'd have to look that up. Um, Astro was Adam Astro was built as a replacement for his creator's son, because his creator's son dies in a car accident, or well, I mean, according to the Astro Boy Netflix movie that you might see that was recent, dies in a horrific military robot accident. Um, so in some cases he has the memories of the son. Sometimes he's just made um, in the image of the son, but for whatever reason, the professor, the doctor, I think it's doctor, it fails to be a replacement for his son, so he gets sold to a circus. And he then comes to live with a different professor. This one is a
Like
professor.
Pinocchio.
Kind of, yeah. There's a lot of allegories for I Want to Be a Real Boy. Um,
I mean, that's like tale as old as time with
right.
robots, right?
Yeah. But so, anyways, I don't know how old this Astro is at this point. He's at least 8 years old, probably older, because he went on this peacekeeping mission. He's known as one of the most advanced robots in that world, which is phenomenal. But again, he is a kid, and he will forever be a kid. Which, oh, did I put all the tin in the cart? I did put all the tin in the cart. Um, which is a bit of a travesty, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Um, he can never grow up, and he's going to school constantly. Well, actually, I don't know if he's going to school or not. His kid sister is obvious going to school. His kid sister, who's also a robot. But that just begs the question again, like, are they perpetually going to be in school? Are they going to be perpetually treated as a child, even if they are, say, a 100-year-old child robot?
That's a good question. I'm not sure. One thing, so dogs. I think we may have had this conversation before. Dogs. I know I've had this conversation before with other people, but dogs are basically wolves that never stop being puppies.
Mm-hmm.
They never mature because we have inbred them so much that their brains cannot develop um, unless they are severely mistreated.
I think some breeds are develop more than others, depending upon what
That's
they're for.
true.
I would posit that household comfort dogs, for lack of a better term, um, are more non-maturing than, say, working dogs or hunting dogs.
True. That's to a degree that's true. But the fact that they always that most dogs will, even the working dogs rely on a human, right? And do what the human tells them to. Even though, if they were to fully develop, they'd start doing things on their own. You know what I mean?
I can follow your logic.
But
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
pretty much a majority of dogs, unless they're incredibly trained, they're not going to leave the puppy stage of their life. And so what we basically have is an entire species that are perpetually children. Not too dissimilar from the fact that Astro Boy will never grow up. He just physically can't. Um, and is that a just and moral thing our species has done to another? I don't know. It can't exactly be undone at this point. Um,
Well, and I guess
and
that
even
kind of
then, we didn't.
depends on the maturity level of the dog, the treatment of the dog, and how its valued to society exists. Because I
True.
think, like, it doesn't necessarily need to mature, and it's not like we are treating it. I mean, in some cases, I think they get treated as the puppy forever, but I think in a lot of cases, you don't necessarily treat the dogs as puppies permanently, and they do sadly expire after a period of time.
Yes,
So,
that's one way of putting it. They expire after a period of time.
and I meant expire, and I don't necessarily expire like, oh, this dog's bad. No, I mean,
No, no, no. I knew exactly what you meant.
yes. Um, so they do live their full life cycle, and I mean, how would treating an adult dog, especially a member of your family, be any different than, say, a wolf? I mean, other than, I guess, if you if you okay, let's take. I'm going to take this as the best example here.
Okay.
Um,
Do
we're
you
going to
want
talk
to
about.
maybe sleep so that it's daytime?
That would be smart, and I would be smart to do that. I am not always smart. I feel like the day cycle
Eh,
is way too short. I wonder if there's a
I
way I
don't
can
know.
adjust that. So let's take a dog who has access to um so you live like a farm dog. We'll say a farm dog, right? So has a doggy door, can come and go as he pleases, has a goodly area he can range in, not necessarily a small fenced in backyard, but a goodly area that he has dominion over. How is that dog any worse off than a wolf? It has shelter, it has a home, it has purpose, has relative free range. I need to add more charcoal. I need more wood.
I I know that's tough to say. Um, Again, I'm not sure there is a particularly right or wrong way of looking at this. It's a it's a moral quandary, and morals are a reflection of the society as a whole, what a society values. Um, I mean, I don't know. I I love dogs. I certainly am glad dogs exist. Um, but I mean, they were essentially bred by humans with the particular goal in mind of having a creature that will never fight back against us and always do what we want them to do. Whether it's sit around on a pillow all day at home, yapping at people, protecting
Those aren't
livestock.
those are not dogs. I'm sorry. Sitting on a pillow
No, you're
yapping at
right.
people.
Those are
They
not
aren't
dogs.
dogs.
Those
Those are not
yappy little
dogs.
ratlings. Those yappy little ratlings aren't dogs. If you own a yappy little ratling, one of those little
You have a domesticated
psychos,
rat.
you do have a domesticated rat. You're not wrong for loving your domesticated rat and for putting it in your carry bag and for
Well, I would argue
feeling
on the
like that's a
carry
member
bag
of your
thing.
family.
You shouldn't carry it around with you and subject everybody
My
else
point
to
is, I
visit
don't
your
think you're a
retinue.
bad person. I don't think you're a bad person for owning a giant yapping rat. Okay. Um, I don't think that they should be counted as canines, but to each their own. If you love your little rat, you give that little rat all the love that you can. Um, I was going somewhere with this. Point is, yeah, okay, yeah. Sorry, I had to rewind my brain. Um,
I did kind of sidetrack you there, and I am sorry.
oh, I don't blame you. We had to clarify the position of yappy little ratlings. Um,
Oh
this
no,
trench
that's
is
the wrong
coming along
tree.
nicely. Okay, like I was saying, um, we twisted and altered these wolves over the course of tens of thousands of years, if not longer, to basically be a a a servile species to our
Well,
whim.
so I will counter that slightly. The original domestication of dog was a mutually beneficial agreement between wolves and humans.
Yes,
Um,
that's true.
I would I would agree with you in some of the breeding practices that we've done, especially for more I mean, I'm sure I think this is actually an improper term. The toy breeds, I think, suffered. The French bulldog especially so, and I'm actually glad that people are unbreeding it, if you will, to get rid
Hmm.
of, to actually improve its health. Oh dear God, that poor breed.
My
So I do
parents have an
think,
English bulldog. Um, she's an absolutely adorable critter,
yeah, and
and
there are
the
great
poor
ones.
thing, this poor creature had to have like half of the teeth in her lower jaw removed because they broke because they're just bad teeth and a bad jaw because the face is smushed in. And she has heavy breathing and she has if there's ever a fire in my parents' condo, they got to carry her down the stairs because she can't go downstairs. Um it's a whole thing.
Yeah, so we definitely created some problems for certain dog species that I will completely agree with you that that is abominable. The general domestication of dogs themselves, I don't have an issue with. It's the subsequent breeding and modification for our purposes where we played God that I take umbrage with. There's an SAT word for you, kiddies. Umbrage. And I'm not talking
Umbrage.
about the
Classic.
bitch from Harry Potter.
Well, I take umbrage of umbrage as well.
That might have
Neither
been the
here
point of her
nor
name.
there. I'll
Fun
give
fact.
I'll give JK that one. She was quite on the nose when it came to naming umbrage.
Yeah. So fun fact. Not so fun fact. Um, you know how Umbridge was dragged off into the woods by Centaur?
I think so, yeah.
Do you know what Centaur do in mythological lore, especially when they drag a woman off into the woods?
I'm going to answer no. But what I know of Greek myths generally speaking, I think I know where this is going.
Yeah, let's just say, um,
Umbridge takes umbrage with what the centaurs do, huh?
yeah, there's a reason for her glassy-eyed look when she shows back up in the story.
Well, that is. Hmm. You see, here's the thing. I don't like Umbridge. You're not meant to like Umbridge as a character, right?
No, she is the definition of a
Yes.
good villain, and I
Yeah.
don't mean good
Oh,
as in like
definitely.
I don't mean good as in well written. I mean, she was actually decently well written, and I have problems with J.K. Rowling for a number of things, but that was a goodly written character. She is the
She's a
good
villain
versus
you love to
evil
hate.
villain. No. She's a good versus, like, in the terms of good versus evil, she would be good aligned villain, which is a fascinating trope and something I definitely want to do, especially in like D&D, because you could
Uh,
do good and order, like a lawful good villain, because you can take law and good to an
well, they
extreme,
have
which makes it
they
evil.
have a descriptor for villains who are lawful in D&D. It's called lawful evil.
Yeah, no, that there is lawful evil, and there absolutely is lawful evil. But if you take the essence of what good is supposed to be, right, and you take law to its extreme, right, like good, if you take good as in like purity and holiness and all of that, there's a lot of that slippage of
Hmm.
the term uh, good intentions pave the road to hell. I think there's also more to that as well. Um,
The highway to hell is paved with good intentions.
Thank you. Um,
For the
so
road to hell.
especially the yeah, relatively same meaning. Um, so you can surprisingly enough have a good villain. It has to be written in a very particular way. Um, and one of the ways I am actually going to allude to World of Warcraft here slightly.
All right,
Um,
go ahead.
in World of Warcraft, there is a being called the Naru, and the Naru are light based. And when I say light based, I mean cosmetology. There's light, order, fell, fire, water, void, yada 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 yada.
In the
So,
Fire Nation Act, yeah.
yeah. Um, the for the longest time, people believed the Naru to be unapologetically good, right? Like they simply were good because they were beings of light. I don't know where I should put this fermenter. I'm gonna put this outside. I don't know if it's supposed to be outside. We'll find out. About to. I'm about to break. Oh no! I'm out of stamina and I can't. All right. Okay. There we are. So what was I saying?
Naru,
Yes. So okay, they are beings of light. Um,
unapologetically good,
theoretically.
in theory.
Well, we found
Game theory.
in an expansion that was widely considered to be one of the better ones, um, where we're fighting demons. So, you know, obviously you'd think fighting demons would be good, and the Naru are anti-demon, which you'd think would be good. Um, the Naru tries to forcefully convert somebody to light. This character is known as Illidan, who is one of the more famous characters of World of Warcraft, comes from Warcraft 3, had a whole expansion about himself. He is probably one of the fan favorites because he's just that iconic and kind of edgelord while still being a fucking badass.
Right.
Um, he very rightfully denies the forceful conversion of himself, stating, "My will is my own," breaks free, and kills her for trying to convert him. Uh, and it's a show that the Naru, even though they are light, light does not always equate to be truly good.
That's true. And keep in mind, you can always have, both in fiction and in real life, there are always scenarios where the enemy of my enemy is my friend, and a force or a group that are generally viewed as the antagonists work with protagonists to defeat a different antagonist. History is full of this kind of stuff.
I might have to make like a workbench area to contain all of its upgrades outside somewhere. So we might have to like increase the size of our compound at some point. Do you have any?
Let me know if you what direction you plan on increasing it, because this trench is really coming along.
Whoops. Grab
There's a
that.
neck inside the base
How was
near
there
the
a
back
neck
of it.
inside the base?
I don't know. Running around the fence.
And he's inside?
Yeah, near where I'm digging.
The boar, I think we're trying to attack him and they destroyed part of our fence. The fence is still intact. I think it was one of our supplemental fences, or he destroyed the torch. I don't quite know what happened there. Might have to give the boar some more food. I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna build the workbenches stuff. I'm not gonna use those. I'm gonna use the mushrooms.
So, this talk about good and evil and objectively good and objectively evil and the gray areas in between reminds me of a funny D&D story, weirdly enough. Years ago, I played D&D regularly with a small group of friends. My dad was the dungeon master.
I could pet the boar.
And two members of our party were both half-orcs. Now, one of the characters, one of the half-orcs, was a neutral good guy. Just a regular old fighter. Nothing special about him. My half-orc was secretly evil. Right? And I would eventually go on to do a number of evil things with him. But since the party was chaotic neutral / neutral good aligned, my character was secretly evil. One day, while most of the party is walking around the city, they happen to enter a random encounter with a paladin from a noble background. Someone lawful good, but also kind of racist. He takes one look at the other half-orc and wants the other half-orc put to death. The neutral good guy. So there's a bit of a there's a scuffle. Then after there's a scuffle, there's an arrest, and then there's a trial. And unfortunately, the neutral good half-orc is put to death. Why? Because the paladin happens to be a noble and thinks that the half-orc is some kind of evil monster. Maybe a year or so later, in game time, my evil half-orc, who knew this neutral good half-orc, is about to leave the city with a number of evil compatriots to go on an evil quest of his own. But before he leaves, he has to he has to murder somebody. He has to murder somebody for his evil god. And who does he come across in the middle of the night? But that paladin, that racist paladin who executed that poor half-orc for being a half-orc. So, in a very cathartic way, he brutally murdered the racist paladin, reinforcing the racist paladin's racist beliefs even in death. Totally worth it, though.
I mean,
So yeah,
sometimes you just gotta murder a bitch.
sometimes, and I mean, maybe my character was an evil, death culty, murdering asshole who murdered countless people on behalf of his Babylonian death god, but
You gotta love the Babylonian death gods.
you gotta love Nergal. Nergal, love the guy. Point is that sometimes people just need killing. And you know what? If that just goes to satisfy the whims of some evil death god, and the people should be killed anyway, then hey, why not? I do not advocate for murder in real life, by the way. Uh, just
I
to be
do
clear.
advocate for murder in real life because sometimes a bitch just needs to be killed.
Oh, gotta be careful. Don't want that to end up on a a trial whatchamacallit transcript. There we go.
You're right. You're right. It's true. It's true. I don't advocate murder. I advocate for uh,
I swear I don't advocate
self-defense.
murder. Oh yeah, and there's nothing wrong with self-defense.
So let's see. And then we got.
All right.
Ah, right. Okay. We have a workbench now at level 4. Where are those bone fragments?
There's an online comic called Order of the Stick.
Oh, I love Order
If
of the Stick. I need to like finish. I need to.
Oh
Get back
gosh,
up to
yeah. Every week I check to see if the writers put out a new strip. He's clearly getting close to the end, but he's just taking his sweet time. But there's there's one particular comic that I'm thinking of where Elon has just found out his father is an evil and lawful evil bastard running his own evil Ponzi scheme, dominating an entire continent. And
As you do.
yeah, as you do, and the I'm forgetting the warrior's name.
The one who
Roy,
got
I think.
Quebec.
Uh, he's like, hey, we should ask your dad for help. Why? We can't do that. He's evil. Elon, let me show you the difference between a paladin and a lawful good fighter. Hey, Elon's dad, what you're doing is wrong and you should stop. Will you stop? No. Okay, we tried. Hey, can you help us? Can you give us a hand? Oh, sure. I can give you transportation for where you need to go. Thanks. And that's the difference.
He's not wrong.
It's not wrong. Would you mind? Oh, I'm cold. Why am I cold?
Because
Why the hell am I? That was weird. Would you mind sleeping so we can skip the night again? There we go.
I've got to check to see if there's a way to increase the daylight time. Because I swear, like, we barely get anything done. Can I
I don't know.
check?
I mean, I've been making some major progress on the wall and the trench. I'm not sure if you've been checking on what I've been doing, but
I have
I'm
been, because I've been going around the whole base. I've made myself some better armor. Check me out, huh?
ooh, very shiny.
Yeah. We need to get you some better stuff too.
Agreed.
Is there? Can I make like an armor rack or something? So I made like item stands. Need bronze nails and fine wood. I'm just gonna make another chest. I need wood. Alright, I'm going to make some chests upstairs that'll contain items. If somebody has an
Good
empty chest
plan.
upstairs that doesn't have items, but I'm
I,
gonna make another
yeah, I
chest.
was I was planning on sparing you that remark.
I didn't know that there was a chest upstairs already.
No, no, no. Building a chest that doesn't contain items. I'm going to spare you that remark.
I mean, there is a chest upstairs that does not contain items, in that it's an empty chest. But I'm gonna say the chests that are upstairs are your item chest. There we are. Is there anything I'm missing? Did I like pick up stuff? I guess I did. I think I picked up a knife. I don't need this antler pickaxe. Is there anything else I don't need in here? I'll keep the torch. Alright. There. There's chests that have stuff upstairs. There's 2 forge chests now, which I think is good. You wanted armor, right?
At some point, yes.
Alright, bronze. I need more bronze, but I think we have some tin. Alright, so at some point next night, I want you to take a look at the chest near your bed.
All right, I will.
Hopefully you'll remember that.
You know, my memory is not that great, but I think I'll remember that. Place your bets in the comments below. Will he remember?
I might not remember it, so I have a decent memory, but I am prone to forgetting shit that I just did.
All right,
It
let
just it
us
just happens.
repair.
Like you get to doing things, and then it leaves your mind.
Yep. The
Um,
wonderful life of ADHD.
I'm pressing all of the wrong buttons here. Alright, so the forge has its upgrades for now. We have an interior workbench that's pretty much just for repairing things. It's not great for upgrading things. We have more storage now. All right, I think that's pretty good. So let's see, what do we need? I have the fermenter. Right, let me go check the fermenter to see what it can do. I can just add. Oh, it's too exposed, so the fermenter has to go inside. Well, that can be fixed. I will just move the fermenter inside somewhere.
I'm gonna have my mining skill maxed out, let me tell you. By the time all is said and done.
Alright, I moved the fermenter inside. I don't have any processable line. That's fine. That's fine. I can make mead based now. How do I make mead based? Let's see. Blueberries, honey, dandelion. That's a fuck ton of honey. We are gonna need more apiaries. Because each one produces 3 honey per day, roughly. And a mead base takes... Some mead base... Yeah, the mead bases are taking, like, 10 honey per.
Would you mind putting down a workbench near the back wall?
Certainly. Give me a moment.
Thank you.
I'm, like, trying to figure out... Stamina regeneration. Regenerate stamina... We don't need poison. Healing could be useful. I'm not going to make any mead just yet. Because I think we're going to need to make frost-resistant mead at some point. And I'm just going to save up honey for now. I may go trying to hunt for more bees on that other server at some point. Alright. I need wood. Let me go grab wood. Stock the kiln. Where did you want that workbench? Somewhere around
Pretty
the
much
back.
right on the other side of the fence from where I'm standing.
I'm going to put it
Should do the
right
trick.
here, because that'll cover a big area and should cover...
Yep, that does the trick.
That workbench. I'm going to move another workbench to cover more area too. There. There you go. We have a boar baby! We have a boar baby! A
At
boar
long last.
baby! Oh, it's a tiny little piggy. And it's level 2! You know what that means? That means I get to kill the level 1 for meat.
And you know, this circles straight back to what we were talking about earlier with forced inbreeding.
Yeah, thank God they have not enacted genetics into this yet. Because, I mean, they have some genetics, but this genetics is the just the level rating. And apparently all animals are hermaphroditic. We have multiple boar babies. Oh, look at that! Look at that!
Oh, that's wonderful.
Oh, that's adorable.
We're gonna have a thriving farm in no time.
Oh, it's so adorable. I'm gonna kill you, Piggy. I'm sorry.
Right.
Yeah, we had one level 2 boar baby, And we had one level 0 boar baby. Sadly, the level 0 had to die. Sorry, not sorry. Buddy is going to stay around for forever. The butcher's knife, though, does work. Did you see that? It just one hit those things.
Well, that's good.
Maybe I should put the butcher blade on an item stand next to the boars. Just remind them of their imminent mortality.
Yeah, why not?
I might do that eventually. Not right now. Let's see. That's good. So I am.
They were later shut down by by PETA of all organizations. Go figure.
Oh man, PETA does some stupid things.
Oh, they certainly do.
Hilariously enough, PETA actually admonished the Marines and told them to stop drinking Cobra blood.
Oh, stopped clock is right twice a day, huh?
You're not wrong, but I want you to be.
Oh, shoot. Okay, we're just going to keep digging.
I don't think there's a bronze cape, is there? Bronze helmet, bronze buckler, bronze pickaxe. No, there's not, huh? So for a bronze pickaxe, I need... Well, the tin's almost done. Alright, so, good news. We will have enough bronze to make you a bronze pickaxe soon.
Ooh, very good. That is really going to improve my quality of life.
I might have to, like, make a second kiln at some point. Because we are just, like, eating charcoal like nobody's business. Okay. That's that. Oh, no. Keep that, keep that. Do that. Mutter to myself incoherently. Make some boar jerky. Eat some boar jerky.
In order for this system to work, we need to make sure that the entirety of the inside of the compound is covered by workbenches.
Ironically enough, yes. Although we could just move the workbenches as we need.
Yeah, that's true. But for forest attacks, they don't. The actual enemies don't spawn near the workbenches.
Oh.
So if the entire inside is covered, they'll spawn on the outside, the other side of the trench. They'll have to be funneled into the gate, probably, and we can defend much better there.
It's some good reasoning.
Now, we could build a... there's a bridge design you can build where there's a slight gap, and the AI can't figure out what to do about that slight gap, but you can walk and move carts over it. But I don't remember quite how it's done, and I'm spending most of today building a super long trench. Ow. Come in here. Get in here.
Bone
Get in here.
fragments. Do I have enough
Come
bone
on.
fragments?
Yeah, there you are. Come on. Hey, I brought us a friend. Murder him, please.
I can murder people.
Murder this little guy.
I said I can murder people.
There we go.
Alright, I'm gonna have to go on a journey and fight some skeletons. Because we are out of bone fragments, and we need bone fragments.
Well, I think it's going to be nighttime soon again. So I'll tell you what. I'm going to do a little bit more work on this here trench. Um, what's that? Oh, I'm glad I saw this. There we go. No more hole. I'm gonna do a little bit more work on the trench, and then I'll put away all my stuff in the morning, and I'll check out what you left in that chest for me because I've not forgotten, and we can go fighting skeletons.
Yes, and probably go for some copper on the other side, because I'm sure we'll find some copper. Uh, Always good to at least mark the locations of copper so we can grab that. Let me check these beehives. Empty, empty, empty. Good, good, good. Bees are happy. One of the beehives got hit for some reason. That's weird. Oh, the cart was looking worse for wear, too. Right. Need one more tin. Right. Tin get. Make bronze. Then I need some core wood, and you'll have a pickaxe. Alrighty. Oh shoot, before we go to sleep, because sleep does pass time, I'm going to grab the cultivator, harvest the carrots, we'll plant the carrots. I could have sworn I thought the pigs were fighting something. No, they're just being pigs.
The pigs are just being pigs.
As they do.
Pigs will be pigs.
I don't know who's watching, but welcome to the stream. It's the Wit and Twit stream where we try to have some intelligent conversation while showcasing hopefully not entirely dumb gameplay, but sometimes it's dumb gameplay.
Well, you know what? We can always try switching it up. We can have some pretty stupid conversations while the gameplay is on point.
Yeah, I mean, we do both. It does switch. It vacillates wildly.
Correct.
We do also use SAT words like vacillate and umbrage.
So if you're studying for the SAT, why are you watching this stream? But
Study for the SATs. I know, really.
yeah.
I'm going to use core wood to fill the furnace. We have a bunch of core wood. Alright. Now I'm going to put this back. And then sleep.
Yeah, sleep, and then I will swap stuff out of my chest.
Yes, we can always give the newbies our old gear.
Exactly. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Did not make you a helm, but I figured the other armor was good. No, or did I make you a helm? Did I make you a helm? No, I didn't. Now we're getting some viewers. I see 4 people watching the stream right now, which is very good.
Welcome to the stream. Stay as long as you'd like. Ooh. So I'm just throwing all the junk that I don't really need right now into my chest.
Oh,
I've got useful stuff like coal and resin and bronze nails, but I honestly can't be bothered really
to drop
do
it
any
downstairs.
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw stuff around, and it won't be where it's supposed to be probably. But you know what? The lack of a system is, in and of itself, a system.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
So if you find random trophies and wood chests.
I'll probably take your stuff and organize it later.
Yeah, I mean, I'm also throwing it into our nicely sorted area because, fun fact, ladies and gentlemen, I can be a bit of a jerk sometimes. What do we need to make nice arrows? Stuff?
What do you define nice arrows? Because we could technically make bronze arrows, but if you're
looking
for flint arrows, you just need flint, flint, wood, and feathers.
Well, I'm not planning on making any fancy bronze arrows.
Yeah, we don't need them yet. We will need them in time. Because at some point, we are going to have to make the trek all the way to the Elder and kill him.
Here's some flint.
It'll be a minute, but we do have to do that.
Do we have feathers?
Should we have wood. The furthest chest on the left.
Yeah. Flint arrows. All I need are. Oh, this workstation isn't a high enough level. I have to go outside.
Yes, that I did take all of that stuff outside to make room for the fermenter. If I can see a seagull on the ground, I'll kill it for the feathers.
Or have you already left?
Yeah, I'm over at the bridge just to clear it and see what's wandering around.
You want me to bring the cart over since we're going to be getting some
No,
bronze
because
as well?
I think we're just gonna mark the copper area.
Okay.
I mean, I might mine a little to pick up, but I'm not doing a heavy mine. I'm mostly just gonna mark it.
All right. Um, let me
Station is
eat
too
up.
exposed. Why is this too exposed now? Well, the workbench by the bridge is apparently too exposed now.
I think I saw some Grey Dwarfs harassing it earlier.
Yeah, but I don't know how it's exposed. Like, because like it should have everything it needs.
Did they break something?
I
Ouch.
don't know. I'm gonna remake the little hut. This is too exposed. Why is it too exposed? Yeah, see, it's saying it's too exposed.
I don't know.
That's so weird. Like it shouldn't be.
We could build on the opposite side of this
I
an
don't care enough.
identical alcove and connect them and put doors on. But that just seems like a lot of energy for little reward.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't care enough. We're here, hunting. Wait. Stop.
Bird, hold on. Oh,
Got it.
there we go.
I exploded it, but it didn't turn into anything. I call shenanigans. We had 4 people. Now we're back down to 1. Oh, I
Who
think I
can
heard
say?
somebody join.
No, you didn't.
Ah,
Oh.
hello.
Hello. So I was just thinking, like, that was awful that I missed last game night. I was like, well, I won't miss this week. Oh shit, it's Wednesday.
I was like looking at Wednesday and I'm like, oh, isn't it a game night? And nobody's saying anything. I don't care enough.
It's not that I don't want to do it. Like, I really do want to do it. But consistency's a bitch.
True.
It,
It's hard to get into a new habit.
yeah, I mean, as it is, these Wednesday Valheims, I've already had to skip 2, which is pretty bad. Granted, um, one was work and one was holiday, so I don't feel too bad about
Well, that's
it.
the thing. I've been so busy with work shit, but that's still not an excuse. Like, I honestly just forget. I think it's the. I gotta put it. I gotta put it on like an alarm. Like, have my Google Home go chime off that it's time to play games. Because otherwise, I don't play games.
Just put a note on your Google Calendar.
Yeah, I have that set up for. I think. maybe this, maybe the bot died. I don't know, but I had a bot set up for that. If I add it to my Google Calendar, it would automatically send out a ping on Discord too to everyone, like, "Hey, this is the scheduled time," which
So
was really nice.
I have a slightly opposite problem in that at the end of the year, I only get to carry over 80 hours of PTO from one year to the next.
That's
Right
it's a wolf.
now, hmm, right now I'm sitting on.
Oh
Oh,
my
you're dead.
god, that wolf destroyed me.
Oh
Holy
God.
shit.
Right now I'm sitting on 122 hours of PTO. So next month I have to burn 40 plus hours of PTO
That's just a week
on
though.
top of the PTO I've already put in for.
Yeah, no, that's the same thing in my job. Luckily, I don't. Well, I say luckily. Obviously, I wish I had more hours, but I only get 5 days a year. I just work off of
Really?
comp time. Yeah, because I'm contracted.
Uh,
Oh man,
Um,
that wolf took both of us out.
it did. I got it down to like maybe half health.
but funny enough, I intentionally like I work every Thursday every month, and that time adds up very quickly, and on call stuff
There's
and
a
whatever.
troll on this side of the bridge. Oh,
So
this is shenaniganery of
Have
the
you been able
highest
to
order.
use your PTO?
well, that's the thing. I stack comp time, and I just intentionally use the comp time first in the situation that I really need to use time off. I'll just use the days I need. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I always use my comp time first because I'm like, oh well, if I want to take off a week, I want to just be able to like, oh yeah, they're my 5 days. You know what I mean? And then we had this conversation about, hey, we all have time that we need to take off, and it's me, my coworker, and my boss. That's the only three people in my department directly. And my coworker has like 6 weeks he had to burn as of like the beginning of November.
Oh,
So
Lord.
yeah. So I have 5 days. The first two of which, well, no, correction. I used one day for the day after Thanksgiving. Then the next 2 days
Dyslexic
are
users
the.
don't get that.
Yeah, I mean, well, we get Thanksgiving though. You know, it is what it is.
Now,
And then
I'd be able to burn mine a lot faster if they let us use PTO on Saturdays, which are days that, my job is open more often than not and
yeah,
actively working, but we can't. They don't let us. And as a result, it's harder for me to burn my time.
yeah. Well, my next 2 days off are 4 and 5, so I was just thinking that I'll probably be available that game night. But also, I'm thinking moving. I don't know. Tuesday doesn't seem like a bad day. It's also the beginning of the week, right? So like it's so easily forgotten. Like it's only now Wednesday that I start thinking, huh, what can I do this week that's relaxing? It's like, oh shit, I missed the one day. Um, so
There's
maybe
more
we'll do
copper
like
underground too.
Thursdays or something. I don't know. We'll have to
Yeah.
figure something out.
Is that
I know a few people who'd probably
Grey
like to
dwarf?
join us for like Thursdays.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's not like exclusive. Like whatever.
Hmm.
Like let's get some chill people who want to play games.
Oh, the wolf is back.
I got it. Ah, new material.
I don't like this space. This place is bad.
That's because it's right next to a mountain. By the way, the skeleton place is over here. I'm gonna get inside real quick because I'm freezing.
All right. But yeah, no, I'm good doing game night whenever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tuesdays are fine for me. Wednesdays are the Valheim stream.
Right, yeah, so I can't step on your toes. So
Well, you
let's
can, but it would be rude.
You
yeah,
can, I
I'm
just
not trying
wouldn't
to
be
do
there.
that. All right, guys, you all heard it here first. No, no. Tuesday's not even a bad day per se. I just need to.
Remember,
Yeah. But Thursdays also seem like more enticing, and there'd be like, it'd be like, okay, Thursday, but like every Thursday, but one Thursday a month. You know, like the one Thursday a month I work, which means I'd be even more enticed to do it the next Thursday. You know what I mean? Like instead of
I know what you mean.
Nice.
If you'd like, if it wouldn't be overly annoying, I can heckle the fuck out of you, like Tuesday afternoons to remind you.
oh yeah, no, I would appreciate that honestly.
All right, cool. I'll do that
Yeah,
then. I'll
and
heckle
and
you.
like I was tempted to post in the group like, "Hey, what's going on with game night?" But I was also just like feeling some severe ennui and just wanted to
Some
like lay in bed
severe
and read.
what?
Ennui.
What is that?
Uh, speaking of another SAT word there.
We've been using SAT words most of the stream.
It's basically like a general lack or lackadaisical, almost like an apathy.
Gotcha. Yeah. Maybe like honestly, what would be best if you were offering to help on Monday, just shoot me a message and say, "What are we playing Tuesday?" You know what I mean?
No,
'Cause
I can do that. I can consistently do that.
yeah. Because I mean, this works too. Like I mean, I'm down to hang out here on Wednesdays. Like that's not also like
You're welcome to join the game if you want.
yeah, I know that too. I'm not feeling Valorant or not Valorant. What is it called again?
Valheim.
Val,
Valheim. Yeah.
I'm not feeling
I'm not
Valheim. No,
feeling.
wait, no, what is it called? No, you have it right.
I'm not feeling Valorant either. But yeah, I'm not.
I'm
That
never
game's
feeling
fun.
Valorant.
That game's fun when I play it, but also like I can't play
What
it
the hell is
because
down here? Is there
games
anything
like
down there?
that I need to be able to like play nonstop, right? Like I need to have my own server and just be able to progress
yeah.
constantly. Like I can't play for like 2 hours and then be like, "All right, guys, see you next week." Like, you know what shit I could have done in a week?
No, I know what you mean. I know
Yeah.
what you mean.
I actually would not mind playing Valheim more, um, on on stream, but we'd have to coordinate like what days we
Did
could
you
do
So
just
it.
say
wait,
you wouldn't mind playing Valheim on stream?
he said Valorant, but
I said
I mean
Valheim
Valheim, yeah.
more.
I mean, because that's what you're doing right now.
Okay,
I
see
no,
now I'm
I
just
know.
confused.
I'm saying more Valheim, like more
Oh,
days of Valheim. I would not mind.
Gotcha. Are you trying to get partnered?
I mean affiliates first, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I meant. The verbiage is
Yeah, I would love to get affiliated because then that opens up the subs and more options in general.
yeah.
Plus, it also opens up more bitrate options, and Adam
Mhm.
has some issues with bitrate for some reason with Valheim. Did you pick up any Suderling cores in here?
yeah, I grabbed one.
Just one? Jeez.
Yeah, that's all I
Stingy.
found.
So I have not even to this point,
We need
even
to get
after
that.
Zach talked to me a little bit about it. I've yet to read the Discord, but what's going on?
Poker?
Mm-hmm.
We were bouncing around dates to do poker. Um, we're looking at the 16th. Except Connor, you've got an office Christmas party.
Yeah,
Um,
there's a Christmas party for my work, and
and I've spoken with the member of us who's
You've spoken with the member?
I've spoken with the member. I've spoken with the one of us who's been a little
non-existent.
non-existent. There we go. A little non-existent, saying, "Hey, we're looking at the 16th. This is a notice several weeks in advance. I know you have a hard time paying attention to Discord, so maybe try to get off for that time." He's like, "I'm going to try to get off for that time." Great, thanks, appreciate it.
Okay, so it sounds like leaning towards the 16th then.
Yeah, we're leaning towards the 16th. Um, Connor,
Okay.
you're welcome to bail on the office Christmas party and join us for cards.
I normally like if this was like a normal office Christmas party, yeah, but it's like I kind of need to do this for networking purposes.
Yeah, understandable. Understandable.
Yeah,
And
no,
like
honestly,
showing
like,
up for like it, yeah, like it's this is not like the office party at the office. Like they rent a space and go all out on these kinds of things.
Oh, nice.
So
Fancy.
yeah, this is like gonna be one of my first like truly fancy office Christmas parties, rather than the one where oh, it's in the break room, come get food or whatever, and you kind of have a half day of work. No, this is on a Saturday. It's like a legit. I'm gonna have to get like wear a polo shirt and nice stuff and meet coworkers I don't normally meet. Like people fly in and they're more than 75 miles away from work. They get hotels. Like so, yeah. Like this is
yeah,
kind of a
network,
big
man.
deal. All right, I think it's time to head back to base.
I think that's a good idea. I think you should definitely head back to base.
Is the troll still there?
Yes, the troll is still there.
Let's kill that troll real fast then.
Good idea. You know what? I wasn't gonna say anything, but yeah, he angry. This troll is angry. Whoop.
He Angie.
He very angry.
You know, I kind of want a Snickers bar.
Why did you say that? Now I want a Snickers bar. You're not yourself when you're hungry. Not sponsored.
Not sponsored. Wouldn't mind being sponsored. Alright, I'm gonna take care of these gray dwarves if I can.
Did you find out what went wrong with the car exactly?
Oh yeah. And
Yeah, what happened to your
the
car? Is it dead?
oh, it's dead.
Dead,
They
What
said
happened to
dead?
it,
it?
the engine is just done. They
Um,
said they got the engine open, and they said all they saw were bits of metal.
Oh,
oh
that's
my
not good.
god. Oh no. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, you
So
know.
did like the oil seize up on it?
Um, yes and no. That happened a month ago, and all of that got sorted out. But over the last few months, my car has been struggling more and more to start. Um,
Um,
but like after it starts, like you're fine, right? Like it was having trouble turning over, and it's like,
right.
all right, well, yeah, obviously this is something, but like I'll be good. Apparently, up until that weekend, so it is what it is. I mean, uh, most people are like just be better with their oil, which I've heard 100 times at this point, and it's just like, yeah, I mean, it's not like yeah. I mean, I know. I'm not saying that I probably didn't have something to do with it, but I mean, first major repair of my car since I got it in 2015. So,
Yeah.
8 years, almost nine.
That's, that's pretty good. That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
it's like
Put it in
Um,
my
whatever.
inventory? I don't need a great or trophy.
Years ago,
Features.
I was driving home from work. This must have been back in like 2017, 2018. I was driving one of my parents' old cars. Just driving down the highway, driving down the beltway, you know.
Oh,
Nothing.
sorry,
Car was
I don't
acting
want to.
just perfectly fine. When all of a sudden, middle of the highway, going at like 60 miles an hour, the engine just stops.
Yeah, I didn't mean to stop your story. That's exactly what happened on the way there. I was on the highway going like 60, 70 miles per hour.
Yeah, it's
And then
always
it went,
that, it's always that moment, right?
yeah, and I'm in the far left lane because I'm a fast driver. And then I
Yeah.
was a not as fast driver. And then I was a slower driver. And then I'm on the highway stopped driver.
Well, I saw the engine just stop, like the needle just go to zero. I'm like, oh,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I gotta drift over while I still have some. Well, I still
Momentum.
have some momentum.
Yep.
And I got incredibly lucky. There happened to be a tow truck witness me just sort of pull over and pull on my flashers.
That's fucking lucky.
And oh yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
for him it was.
so but the thing is the tow truck was the tow truck guy. He was part of a highway patrol thing. If I had AAA, I could get the car towed. I did not have AAA, but he was able to look it over and go, "Yep, your engine seems to be out like completely." Um,
Yeah.
and that was the last I ever used that car.
Yeah. So same exact thing, right?
Mhm.
Stopped on the highway, and I told myself, I am at the exit that I need to take if I were getting to the shop. I'm gonna get this car to the shop. So I turned that car back on, put it in park on the emergency lane, put it in dry park, turned the engine back on, and maxed out at like 30 miles per hour on the exit ramp. And in Owens Mills, you guys are probably familiar. So
yeah.
like heading to Party City, like going down that hill, and basically use all momentum I could get to get onto Reshtown Road, and I just had to make it over the 3 hills to Goodwill.
Right. Yeah.
So that was like, I mean, that's the thing about Reshtown Road. Like, it's an up and down thing, right? As long as you make it over that next hill, you're good for a little bit.
Yes, you can use the
So
momentum, the downward momentum to get through.
yeah, so that's exactly what I did, and I got my broken car to the mechanic parking lot, no towing required. Um, and yeah. So, yeah, that happened. What day was that?
That was a
Friday.
Friday.
Yeah, so Monday, Saturday, Sunday. Oh no, they're closed Sunday. So what was it? It had to be Monday night. Yeah, Monday night. I had to go pick up. I've got like spare keys in my car because what better place to have spare keys for like other people's houses than in your car? Because in an emergency, like, you know, go open their house instead of having to go home to get the keys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No,
But
I
guess
can see
what?
that.
But I did not have any of those keys on me when I took everything out of my car. So a few people, well, not a few people. Zach was like, "Hey, can I have my? You got my keys? Just checking. Like your car's kind of totaled." So, and I was like, "Oh fuck." So on Monday, I went to the shop, and I was like, "Yeah, I just need to pick up some stuff." And I talked to the guy, and he was like, because he told me, "You got to get a new engine. It's gonna take a while. Like, just be ready. Be prepared. It's expensive, and it's gonna take a while. We got to find an engine for you." And then Monday night when I went there, he was like, "So we found you an engine with 40,000 miles."
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and my car's at 140, and he was like, "Just talk to the shop owner," which I planned on doing, and he'll order it. And I was like, "Well, how long is that going to take?" And he was like, "No, they'll do like next day delivery." So talk to them Tuesday, get it delivered Wednesday, and I was like, "Okay." And then when will you guys be done? He said, "Well, we'll try to have it done by the end of the week."
That's fast.
So yeah, exactly.
How much is the engine costing you?
Altogether, including labor, it's going to be 3,500.
That's not
That's
bad,
good.
actually. Yeah,
I mean,
3,500 for a
it's
brand new
far
engine is
better than
not bad.
having to get. It's far better than having to get a brand new car
Oh
or a
yeah.
used
Yeah, I
car.
mean, family type situation, right? Like,
Mhm.
I mean, I'm sure he would have charged anyone else like at least 5 grand. You know, there's a lot of labor involved, but I think they probably got a good price on the engine, and they probably, I mean, also they're the same people who fixed Danielle's car just now. Like, a lot of shit's happening with our vehicles.
Repeat. Yeah,
So
repeat customers right there.
yeah, family repeat. So yeah, so I called Tuesday midday because work was a bit busy, thinking, oh, like they're probably gonna order now, and who knows, hopefully it'll come Wednesday. Call them. I'm like, yeah, so Joel, like, uh, sorry, yeah, his name's Joel, the owner. I'm like, yeah, I was trying to get the price and everything, and
Not a
when
sponsor.
everything was, yeah, exactly, not a sponsor. I was like, hey, Actually, I didn't even get a hold of him. I got a hold of the mechanic again, and I'm just like, hey, I'm looking for Joel. He's like, oh, he's not in. And I was like, oh, well, I wanted to get the price so I could tell him to go ahead and order the engine because obviously I don't want anything to wait, right? And he said,
Mhm.
oh no, we know you guys are good for it. We already ordered it. It just came in. like Jesus Christ. Like okay, I hope it's not too expensive. Like
You got a good mechanic.
yeah. So yeah, well, best to look at the best parts of a bad situation, right? And that it's like, well, fuck. Like I'm sure most other people, unless you got bank in your wallet to like make people work fast, like that's fast. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, all right, cool. Like I need my independence. I need my vehicle. Like so. I'm just like, yeah. If I can get it this Friday, I mean, yeah, there's a possibility. Like, if it doesn't happen this weekend, whatever. But the fact that they have engine in hand, I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, I
So,
don't blame you at all. I mean,
um,
the only thing I would say is, do whatever you can to not have a repeat of this incident.
so you're trying to say what everyone else keeps saying. Do your oil more.
I mean, if it's oil, then yeah, do your oil. Like, how often do you get your oil replaced, and what blend do you use?
I use synthetic, but also, yeah, I
I mean,
need to do my oil.
synthetic is every 5,000 miles, which is not that much. I mean, just like I get
It's
a
more
mix.
than non-synthetic, though.
Well, non-synthetic is generally 3,000.
Yeah, and then
Synthetic or
synthetic
mixed
is like
blend,
five.
like a mixed blend, they say between 3 and 5. Synthetic, you can push 5, maybe a little bit more.
Okay, all right. I don't want to. I don't want to hear any shit. I don't want to hear it. But I'll tell you, it's probably like at least 15 every change.
Mm.
Dude, I'm gonna give you shit because you just burned your engine out on it, and this is shit of a friend, okay?
No. You can give me shit right now, but this is not like a give me shit all the time type thing. I'm
No,
getting my
no,
engine
no.
replaced.
Yeah,
But like, yeah, like
yeah.
I
I'm,
mean,
I'm giving you shit as a friend and as somebody who does not have the greatest financial sense. Like, because anybody will tell you, I suck with finances. Um, I cannot afford a new engine. So
no, me that's either. But you know,
I'm
you got to
not
make life
going
work.
to. I am not. I'm going to do preventive maintenance as much as I can. Like my parents are on my case all the time because I could not afford a new car. I mean, I probably could make it work, but it would really hurt me.
You know, I mean, we make it work. So that's the important part. And
Mm-hmm. True
yeah.
enough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm just
I forget-
saying that I take preventive maintenance very carefully because I want my car to last another
yeah, I mean, I keep good maintenance
5 to 10 years.
besides that. So, I mean, I just kind of laugh at the do your oil more. It's like not you, but like one of my coworkers is yeah, he's technically a coworker. Was like, you know what you need to because it's weird. He's like a project manager and he works for the state, but he's a contractor. But he's not my supervisor, but like definitely take influence for it's the whole thing's weird. Um, he so yeah,
He's somewhere in the chain of command.
exactly. He's definitely not my boss.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, you know what he said? He said he said you know what you need to do. You need to get like a little piece of tape or something right on there when you need to change it and put it on your window. I was like, you mean the shit they do at every Jiffy? Like, I have the sticker. It's not that I don't have a sticker. Like,
Does your car have a notification?
it has that too. Yeah. I don't know if that was set per se, but yeah, it does have that.
Yeah, I reset mine every time I get my oil changed, and it helps remind me. But I also I generally remember to do it on the 5s. Well, yeah. Every 5,
Well,
every 10.
Right side is, you know, I just shaved 100,000 miles off my engine, so
Why can't I
literally.
repair mine?
Huh?
Sorry, I'm
It
having,
may
having
not be.
trouble
It
again.
may not be the right level of workbench, or you need to repair it at the forge.
Okay, maybe
Yeah,
that's
yeah. If it's metal, then you need to repair it at the forge.
okay. That is it. Sorry, I'm done. Go on.
Oh no, you're good. I don't necessarily remember everything.
Well, that makes two of us. I need to this December. I need to get my oil changed. You know what?
Yeah.
That can be one of the days I take off out of the blue. I
Well,
can do
yeah. I
that.
was gonna offer to like drive you, but then I remember you live in fucking York.
Yeah, I live I live a bajillion miles away.
Well, I
Not
mean, I
literally.
am planning on moving, but that's like not until next like August, and I am planning on moving towards uh our mutual friends Adam and Hannah.
Yeah.
Uh, but it probably won't be in the PA. I'm gonna be looking around Tawny Town at apartments. You check on the piggies. Buddy's still
Probably
here.
not PA, but definitely check on the piggies. That's good.
Yeah, we have another adult 2-star, and we now have a little baby piggy. You know what? I'm going to rename. We've got Buddy and uh, Bella. There. The named boars are the ones we'll never kill.
I don't know about that. Oh, poor little guy. There we go.
Somebody fall in the pit with you?
Well, it's not a pit. It's a trench. Just kind of ran in, and I killed him.
All right.
Oh, by the way, Pat.
Yeah.
Um, earlier today I was booting up Baldur's Gate to play it, and in the pre-game loading screen, it was advertising the deluxe edition or whatever, and I noticed in the graphic and whatnot there was Xbox One related stuff. So I'm
Yeah,
Hey.
pretty sure it's coming to
I
the X.
didn't know they were releasing it. I just don't know the release date.
Yeah, so it's coming, and I think it's coming sooner than you think.
Well, I think
Probably
it's
around
coming in the
Christmas.
Game Rewards, which is and the Game Rewards are around Christmas.
That's right.
So I think it's
And
coming when I think it's coming.
and remember, folks, if you are really interested in the Game Awards, you can vote. Voting is going on.
Oh, that's December 7th. So it might be real soon.
I've already voted. Um,
It's your American God-given right.
it's it's the God-given right of every gamer to vote in the annual Game Awards. So if there was a game that really moved you this year, that you thought was really great,
That
give it a vote.
really ruffled your jimmies.
Really tickled your pickle. Don't tell us about it because what the hell?
I mean, you
But
could
yeah,
tell
no,
us. I mean, I wouldn't.
I'm looking forward to this year's
I'd
Game
like
of the
to
Year
hear
awards.
about what you people say. I mean, comments are nice. You could just, comment on our videos.
Well,
Oh,
one thing.
yeah. Did I mention? I think I mentioned. I did mention this already, but I'm going to mention it again. Because you didn't hear it, Pat. I took a look at the YouTube channel. Because I'm not sure if you're aware, I do have a YouTube channel. It's the Wit and Twit YouTube channel. The Valheim streams.
www.youtube.com/witandtwit.
I don't think I have that yet. You have to be like a certain level to get that. Let me check. I can send you the link at some point, but if you search Wit and Twit on YouTube, it's there. But anyways,
What's your logo?
it's a pair of movie glasses and a pair of like
Same thing for the server.
yeah.
Okay.
I got the server one from the YouTube one.
Is it all one word?
Oh hey, it is actually. Oh, that's cool. I did not know that we got this. That's really cool. So it's youtube.com/@wittwitgaming. I don't remember making that, but that's fucking awesome. Um, but anyways, the Valheim ones are actually getting a decent number of views. But what's really funny is on a couple of the Valheim VODs, um, that we're having Russian comments.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, so I mean, apparently we're big in Russia, and
We're
by
a
big in
global
Russia, I mean like
phenomenon.
all of 2 people.
We're a global phenomenon.
Apparently, yeah, I'm a global. We are a global phenomenon. Especially since I am asking Abe to be my official new partner. Sorry, Danny. I know I only paid you in sandwiches, Danny. I hope you do watch at some point. But
Wait, you
you,
paid me?
no, I'm not paying you yet. I
Oh,
paid Danny in sandwiches. You, I might actually pay if we make money. Um, but
cross that
anyways,
bridge when we come to it.
yeah,
Hey,
Cross that.
so you're
we'll
moving
burn that
over?
bridge when we come to it.
You're moving over there?
Moving over to where?
You said
He's
you're moving.
moving. He's moving to around Hannah and Adam.
No, I think he meant like the stream. No, so I have a Twitch presence and I've had a YouTube presence. The YouTube channel
No,
I
I
did with
definitely
my
meant the
buddy.
Hannah and Adam thing.
Yeah, the YouTube channel I have had for several years. Danny was my previous co-star, partner, whatever.
Hannah, you break up quite a bit.
Yeah, you're
Do I?
cutting in and out.
I don't know. That's weird. I'm sorry. Um, hang on. Let me check my mic status. Actually, make sure it's using the right mic.
Oh, fun thing is, my Xbox Discord will not relink. It keeps saying you need to re-authenticate your account or relink it, and I do that, and it
No,
says, you know what?
that's right.
You need to re-authenticate your account.
Again.
Yeah, and the OBS says that. I don't know why I'm cutting in and out. That's so weird.
Well, that's annoying.
I'll check this
I'm
again.
lucky in that I haven't had to I think I've only had to re-authenticate it once.
What were we talking? What are you talking about? Re-authenticating?
Discord to Xbox.
Discord. Yeah, Discord to Xbox
Oh,
connection.
that's.
You guys want to see a really cringe video?
I do appreciate cringe from time to time.
You can feel free to post it. I'll take a look at it sometime. Let me finish the YouTube story real quick. So, Danny, Eve, I think you met him. Pat, you did
Yeah,
not.
he had the cat with the thumbs.
Yep, he had the cat with the thumbs.
Yeah.
Danny and I did Wit and Twit, the YouTube channel, for a full year, trying to make a name for the channel, posting videos every Monday through Friday. We didn't do too well. Didn't have much of an impact. It's hard to break into the YouTube space. The Twitch channel, I'm trying to do more. I still have the YouTube for VODs. I mean, maybe if I ever get good at editing or can pay for an editor or something, maybe I'll do uploads plus a stream. I may even attempt to stream on YouTube while streaming on Twitch. I should look into that. It's from everything I've seen, it's better to have presence in multiple markets at one point in time.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Not only to diversify your portfolio, as they say, but also because there is some cross communication between the two. And Twitch is not great at the VODs, the video on demands. So it's good to have YouTube to post your VODs so that if somebody misses your stream, you still can have interaction. People can catch up on that. And I mean, again, if I can ever get an editor, I wouldn't mind sending somebody the raw Valheim stream, all 2 hours of it, and have somebody like edit in the highlights.
Yeah.
And
No, you're
yeah,
absolutely right. You want to be multiple places, give people as much opportunity to engage with your content as possible.
and maybe I'll start
Do you,
figuring out how to do streaming on TikTok.
do you still have all the footage?
Oh yeah, no, I still have all the raw footage.
Okay. I mean, something we can maybe look at some point. I don't know if I necessarily want to get into editing a 2-hour stream again or anything like that.
I don't blame you one bit.
Neither do I. I did
Um,
specifically mention if I could pay somebody to do that.
I mean, if you're looking to pay somebody, I would do it for some. Okay, let me not say I'll do it. If you want to talk about it, if you want to discuss it, we could discuss it. I definitely have done
Yeah,
stuff like that.
off
Yes,
stream, off
if
stream.
Yeah, yeah.
off stream, I would discuss it with you. If and
'Cause, you
when
know, like
I make
I do
affiliate, and
video
if and when
production.
there is a revenue stream from this, because I would have the revenue stream in the editing, or at least a
Well,
potential
see
for a
here's
revenue stream, and then invest into it to increase the revenue stream, if that makes sense.
right. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's what you want to cross grow. You want the VODs to be there while as you're growing your Twitch because you want people to be able to be watching your Twitch and go, oh, you know what? I want to see what they did last week in a consolidated format.
Mhm.
So I understand. Dude, just look at my YouTube channel. Like I've done it all. I do music video production and stuff like that. I've got a handful of a handful of videos over 1,000 views. But apparently my most viewed video now is almost at 7,000 views.
Oh
Um,
wow, yeah, you can check
Nice.
out my
so
crappy old Wit and Twit videos too, and see the wonderful lack of production value.
you just gotta understand a niche. My okay, ready? My most viewed video now was made 2 years ago about Knockout City. And it was how all of the redemption codes in that game and how to get free items, and sitting at 6.7 thousand views. The next most viewed video, I don't even know if you guys are gonna understand what this is. Hamachi Pokemon Diamond and Pearl server, which is
Hamachi.
it's a PC program that would allow you to run your ROMs and play online with other ROM players. I uploaded this screen capture Windows XP footage on a unregistered HyperCam 2 because I see it in the top left hand corner
Yeah.
14 years ago, and that's got 4,300 views.
Yeah, you never know. You never know.
And let me tell you, that comment section it's got a whole 16 comments.
Oh, goodness.
No, I just love that video because that's such a throwback. I've done Hot Ones parodies. Zach's in that. You want to see Zach make funny faces? You can get some blackmail on our Hot Ones video.
Man, I wouldn't mind.
Well,
doing
now
that
I'm gonna
last
have
thing.
to watch it.
Huh?
Now I'm gonna have to give it a watch. Blackmail.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've got curly blonde hair and a beard.
Really?
Yeah.
A beard. Oh,
Yeah,
goodness.
I'll just link that one now to Poker Chat so you guys can get a good kick. Or
Oh
should I
yeah,
put it
you
in,
got to do it.
should I put it here? Let's put a Poker Chat.
You know what? If you want a little bit of cross promotion, since you are part of the stream, you feel free to throw it in the Wit and Twit Discord.
Blackmail material for Zach. There we go. That'll get some clicks. And maybe myself.
Well, it's hard to if you're open and proud about it. It's hard to blackmail you on that kind of thing.
Yeah, you gotta care to
But
be
for Zach,
blackmailed.
almost definitely.
You know, we could do a live action one for the channel at some point of of the Packy one chip challenge from everybody who's cameoed on this stream.
I
could even
would
try to get Danny
happily
back.
host that. I do not intend to participate. One of those Packy one chip challenge chips almost killed me once. And I have no interest in going through that again. But I'll happily watch other people torture themselves.
I am going hunting for more skeletons and more surtling cores. Because we need 4 of those to build portals, and I want to try and build a portal to closer to the boss.
You want the one that I have?
I know where it is.
It's in my inventory.
Oh, well, then put the one that's in your inventory in the chest next to the forge.
You want the one that I have? I know where it is. Well, that's all well and good, but that's not going to help you if I have it.
I could have sworn that you would put it in because I found one randomly in a chest, so I thought you had thrown it in your mad throwing chest thing.
No, not the one we got from our little skeleton trip that we took. Not 40 minutes ago. Jeez Louise. That was damn. Anyway,
I just watched a skeleton slaughter a deer.
Life finds a way.
Oh, who just clicked that?
Not it.
Not me. I'm fighting a troll.
I'm digging a trench.
Zach,
Diggy hole. Diggy hole.
Zach instantly responded, "Oh no, why did you dig that up?"
Oh no! Why? Poor Zach. Poor guy.
No, I have pesky gray dwarves on me.
You want to see the most overproduction YouTube intro I've ever made in my life?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. You know what I really love? I love those YouTube videos that have like a really elaborate, loud, flashy YouTube intro that goes on for like 20 seconds. And then the video starts and it's like some guy's computer screen. Hey guys, it's me, your boy, Star Killer 69420 XXX. And today we're going to learn how to open the Paint application. That always gets me every time.
High quality production and then 0 talent on the
Yeah. Oh, Pat, welcome back. Welcome back.
I managed to kick myself out somehow.
Yeah.
All
right.
Watch that one for the first 40-second intro. Most overly produced.
The hot one's gone. All right, I'm muting myself real quick.
That's a different one. That's the look in the voice chat we're in under the text section. I'm not
under the text section of the voice chat we're in.
I have
a
I have a text section.
Yeah, are you on your phone?
Oh yeah. Okay, hold on a sec.
Hang on. Did you just ask Abe if he's on his phone on an internet thing?
What?
Pat, you know what kind of phone Abe has.
No, I forgot. Oh well.
Abe has old man phone.
Yeah. I forget. I mean, to be fair, he doesn't bring it out all the time.
No, but it comes up like every poker.
Yeah.
By the way, have I been cutting out as much lately?
I will say right now, no.
That's so. Maybe I like mumble or something. I don't know. That's so weird.
The problem is Discord. Look at your Discord cutoffs. It could be just one of those things that when you test it, it looks great. And then when you start talking, you talk slightly quieter, and the cutoff is actually needs to be lower than what it currently is.
Hmm.
That was beautiful. That was a work of art. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you
You're
for
welcome.
sharing that. That was good. I wasn't expecting that. At first, I was like, "Is this the video?" And then the drink came out of the computer.
Cinema quality effects for in your basement recording.
Yeah. Oh, fully charge up 500+%. That was good. That was good. Oh, oh my God.
I'll tell you why that one got so much effort. Because the one before it, which is not nearly as good, got posted on EA's website.
Really?
Ah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna make the next one way better, and did that.
Promptly did that. It wasn't bad. It's just completely unexpected.
Oh yeah.
That's what it is. Ah. Drink. How do you make the drink come out of the computer like that? That was pretty
How?
good. Yeah.
A turntable top display rotator and a green screen.
Okay. Uh, that was that was really smooth. That was really smooth. Like,
Yeah.
laughs aside, that was impressive. I was impressed.
That,
And also
that's why
incredibly amused.
yeah, it's one of those like you always cringe at your old stuff, but it's like the video maybe fell a little flat, but like the techniques behind it, I could show off certain techniques. Like
Yeah.
like you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Uh it came off as somebody with the know-how and the skill without the concept fully down. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck you. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, don't get. I mean, I've got a lot of old art that I made when I was like in high school, kicking around my place,
Yeah.
and most of it I don't have on display because it's like, oh yeah, this was way overly thought out. Not as it was too overdone. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I've
Yeah.
never done anything like that before.
Never ever. Uh,
Hey. I got a solid 116 views off that one.
yeah.
It's more views than I've ever gotten, so you got more of a presence than I do.
No. I say that because the video that I literally just list redemption codes has the 7,000 views. And the thing I put days of effort into, I custom designed that can. Like, that's a real can I made.
Oh, that's
You know,
nice. That's
you're
nice.
like, yeah. I did all of the prop work for that to get 116 views.
I'm still gonna say again, still more views than me.
Yeah, no. I have faith you can get more than that.
Maybe it's a matter of getting myself out there in a certain way.
Well, that's exactly what this is. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like,
Oh yeah.
it's the same thing. You just put out. Nothing's gonna be perfect when you put it out.
Oh, yeah.
I don't delete my videos unless there's like, I unlist some videos. If you want to hear all about my delisted videos, go to the Mike Chatter podcast episode 1, which came out 3 years ago, and episode 2 never came out.
I'm gonna do something funky.
You can see one of my school projects from 13 years ago. Where I want to see. I don't know, dude. I just love that YouTube has history.
Nothing
All
on
right.
the internet ever truly died.
I have the first portal built.
Oh, all right.
I will make my way over to the Elder
And set it up.
Set another portal up eventually. Look, we're gonna have to have portals all across this place at some point.
At some point, yeah.
Also gonna have to upgrade the armor. I wonder what is it gonna take to upgrade this armor?
You guys want to see my video game?
Sure.
Sure.
I mean, not necessarily right this second, but yeah, no. Post stuff about it, and I'll take a look.
I was just gonna stream.
Oh, stream.
Not right now.
Yeah,
No, I meant the Discord. But yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah. Go ahead.
I was not gonna stream to Twitch. I'm not hijacking your stream.
We're both stream watching each other's streams.
So I hear you like streaming. Well, I'll stream while
We
I
tried.
stream.
If we stream each other, we'll have infinite views.
I do not think that's how that works.
You never know until you try. And it's still daytime. Well, for some reason, I thought it was nighttime. I'm glad it's not.
My armor's now at 28. I'm getting there. Do I still have? I do. Wait, no, I can upgrade my troll cape here.
You guys need to help me make a wish list for Christmas because people keep asking me, and
So,
That's
have you ever read the book Aragon? Like Christopher.
I don't read.
I think it's like what Christopher. You don't read?
not unless it's on the internet in front of me.
Philistine.
Judge not lest ye be judged or some shit like that. I don't fucking know.
I would like to read. I would like to. I have dyslexia, and I stop. So like my reading skills are super low because I just don't.
Yeah.
That's entirely fair, actually. There are. Have you tried the dyslexic?
I've heard of
fonts?
it. I've yet to try it.
Dyslexic fonts?
Yeah, it's
They're-
really cool. Actually, it's like.
They're supposed to.
I mean, you brought it up, so why don't you tell them about it?
So, supposedly, I don't know a lot about dyslexia as a condition. You correct me if I'm wrong. There are certain fonts that supposedly weights the letters towards the bottom, and that's supposed to help keep the letters in place. So there are certain fonts that will alter the letters in such a way that's supposed to make them easier for dyslexic afflicted persons to interpret.
Okay, that makes sense. What my brain is not quite grappling with is weighted towards the bottom.
Yeah. So
So
Yeah, my understanding of what dyslexia is basically ends at people with dyslexia have a hard time reading, and that's it. Apart from that, I am pretty ignorant on the topic.
is this?
Um,
I mean, do you want me to or?
I'd love to know more. I really would.
yeah, no, Pat,
So
you're the man who has the dyslexia. So at this point, please
so
feel free.
okay. I always hear people explain it this way, which is when as you read letters, like you see letters like flip around, like you'll see the A before the E or whatever, like read RAED if I'm doing it fast, and then the other way if I go slower, or if I do spell correct, and I'm like, oh, that's the right way to do it. Like as soon as I see the correct way, I'm like, yeah, of course that's right. But as I'm writing it, it just doesn't register. So I've always seen like the visualization of like you see the letters floating into the wrong places, if that makes sense, like the A.
Okay.
But I think that's a poor description of it. I think it's more of like your eyes jumping around. Like instead of actually moving the letters, your eye just instinctually skips the letter and then comes back to it and keeps going.
Right.
But I mean, however you want to view it, the same result. You're getting all the letters mixed up.
Right. Now that makes sense.
Um, but yeah, so like if I go slow in certain words, but also like just if I'm tired like or if I don't know, I just not feeling it, like a lot of words will just start getting mixed up. And especially if I'm rushing, like it'll just be all over the place. Like A and E and I and E and all that stuff, like those get flipped around all the time. I don't know if this is related to my dyslexia, um, but I highly believe in the fact of having punctuation at the beginning of the sentence. Like
Really?
I would like to be able to go into reading a question knowing it's a question.
Like in Spanish.
Probably, I think so.
Yes,
Yeah, Spanish
in
has the upside down
Spanish
question mark in
and
front,
the
and
upside
then
down
at the end.
exclamation point.
And
Do
you
they do
put it
the
at the
exclamation
beginning.
point? Interesting.
Wait, do you
Yeah.
put it at the beginning of the sentence or at the end?
So in Espanol, you have for questions you have an upside down question mark at the beginning of a question, and a right side up question mark at the end.
Oh
Likewise
yeah,
with
that
exclamation points.
okay. Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
So, like,
Oh
my
yeah.
thought process is if you say, how are you doing today? Clearly, that's a question because the trigger word how or whatever. I guess, I don't know if it's called trigger word, but you know what I mean. But,
Yeah.
like, if I say, the sky is blue, question mark, like, that, as I read that whole sentence, I thought that was a statement until I got to the very end.
Right.
Well, what's interesting about that is you can start a question with the question emphasis. The sky is blue, or you can go, the sky is
No, that's,
blue.
well,
And
exactly. But at the end of the day, it's still a question. And knowing ahead of time that it's a question, I feel like is nothing but beneficial.
yeah,
Right.
I think it also it can vary based on the emphasis that the
Wait,
person is
are
putting
you
in the
telling me
question.
a sentence right now or a question? No, I'm just kidding.
Sometimes even I don't know. Um, I could start a question and then I don't know where I'm going. Um, yeah, I mean it does. It varies a lot based upon the person's will and intent of their sentence. Like if I know I'm going to ask a question, then I might phrase it and speak the words in such a way that the question naturally comes out. But if I'm like meandering through my thoughts and then the question comes out,
Okay, all of everything you just stated this whole time, and I don't know why I didn't pick up on it quicker. Every single thing you just described is all in vocalization and
Yeah.
not in writing. So
yes,
Yep.
I completely agree with that. Then that's what I'm saying, that could have an effect on the written portion as well. But
yeah,
that's hard to do in writing which is, I think, a negative of writing, which is almost why I like
Emojis.
audiobooks better.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I like audiobooks.
I like audiobooks, especially audiobooks, either self-narrated audiobooks or audiobooks that are done where the author has involvement so that they can give the right emotion and I mean, I hate to say it, emoticons, um to the dialogue, because I think that has a lot behind it, which therein leads me to my second one. If you have a hard time with reading but you want to read more, have you tried audiobooks?
Yeah, I think it really comes down to interests. Like, I mean, not only interest. Like, the easy fallback is the reading portion, but like I've done some audiobooks, but like, God, they're so easy to fall off of. Like, I just need. The problem is, I think that the type of it's extremely difficult to describe the interests I want in a book. Like, I want it to be nothing but beneficial to read the book. Like, I want to be able to walk away with something new every few sentences. But also like be fun to read. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're looking more
Um,
for infotainment rather than, say, like a fantasy novel.
yeah, but also somehow written in a way that's friendly to my reading disability. But
Okay, I
I
mean
mean, I guess if we're
that's
talking,
yeah, that's kind of why I said infotainment. But that could also
yeah,
be. It sounds like it's a little bit related to. I don't want to say a developmental issue, because it doesn't sound like that. But it's almost like ADHD or something similar to that, in that you need a certain interest level
gra-
before you keep that grounding,
yeah, yep.
which I totally get.
But what I need is
Um,
micro DLCs.
micro DLCs.
I need my book to have micro DLCs.
So I guess then, yeah, I mean, I was gonna suggest some audiobooks that you could ask for Christmas, but then I guess instead I'm gonna to circle back around and say, have you tried podcasts? Because I think podcasts may be more up your alley because they're much more bite sized than, say, an audiobook, and a lot of them are designed to be entertainingly informative.
I like podcasts. Yeah, I have not listened to podcasts in a long time, but yeah, I think podcasts are a pretty good idea.
I've heard
And
people
that's
say that I should do a
prob-
podcast because they like my speaking voice.
well, I mean,
I talk word good.
so like I said, I did one podcast that it's not bad. Like I is highly edited. I made sure it came out well. Kept the talking points, kept talking, like cut down all dead air space. Like it was highly produced, just like anything I'm currently interested in. And
Hmm.
then yeah, then it was the next one. I was like, this is not. The first one was so much backstory and it was me and my original gaming buddy catching back up and like rediscovering the stories we had from our early gaming times.
That does
Um,
sound like fun in and of itself. And I mean,
uh,
if you really want to
just
think
to give
about
you a
it,
little, and then also, it's probably dated as fuck at this point. Now I got to look at the video topics because we discussed upcoming consoles. Um,
Oh.
that would be fairly dated. I mean, if you think about it, this Twitch stream is nearly a podcast in itself, and that's kind of where I wanted it. I wanted the visuals of the gaming to be, at least hopefully somewhat entertaining, and to provide a decent backdrop in it. But I mean, it's kind of the whole point of Wit and Twit being, smart commentary, dumb gameplay, to be half podcast, half game stream.
You know when you were kids and you had Legos and you build stuff out of Legos, and then you'd have a friend over and both of you would be building stuff out of Legos, and you'd just be talking to each other,
Yep.
and when you were done, you'd have no idea what you talked about.
Yep.
Yeah, that's basically this.
Yeah.
What was the thought?
And that's
Okay.
exactly what I want it to be.
You guys ready to hear? I'll give you the what's it called? Table of contents of my first podcast. You ready?
All right, shoot.
Oh shit! You had a table of
Intro.
contents.
Yeah. I put a lot of effort into anything I'm interested in. Um, uh, intro. 2 minutes in, you get to origin story. 8 minutes in, you get to hear about our clan, and I'll give you a little spoiler. Our clan was called the Sluts. The Xbox days when we moved away from PlayStation and went into Xbox. Physical versus digital media. Competitive Call of Duty gameplay, like how immersive and in depth and detailed like certain things can get, like attachments and everything. The upcoming brand new game Modern Warfare 2019. Streaming services in general, and reviewing this new cool service called Disney Plus, and
Ooh.
how amazing Stadia is going to be.
So not as old as I was thinking, but surprisingly still relevant.
Project X Cloud from Xbox, and how that is got even maybe possibly even more potential. Hey, look who was right. And closing. All happening within an hour and 26 minutes.
All right.
So very condensed, very informational. I mean, I don't feel like listening to an hour and a half podcast of myself talking again, but I did like 3-4 times before I uploaded to make it sure the edit came through. And let me tell you, it was not an hour and a half when we first sat down and talked. So lots of
I
editing.
wouldn't be surprised if an edit of this would be taking like 2.5 hours down to whatever.
Edit of this would probably get down to, I'd say, 40 minutes. If we've been talking for 2 hours, probably 40 minutes. There's so much dead air. There's so much, hey, I'll be right back. There's so much that what I just did there. Like yeah, exactly. You be so surprised. If you give even these pauses I'm doing right now, but like the half second to a second and a half pauses where you're thinking for a second, that is a opportunity for someone to click away from your video, first off. And second off, the amount of times you do that and multiply it out across 6 hours, that is a lot of time you can just cut out of your video.
Yeah, and I mean, I try on stream, I try very hard to not get up and walk away, but I have like alt tab to look up stuff.
No, but see, that's the thing. Streaming's different. I think streaming is a very different. You're expecting the, hey, oh shit, my doorbell rang. Oh shit, I'm getting squatted. No, I'm just kidding. Like, I gotta do some shit. Oh, my dinner's done. I'll be back in like 2 minutes, and it turns into 5. And yeah, like that's part of the stream experience, the unknowing of what's happening. Where when you get into podcasts, yeah, you still want that element of surprise, but you also expect there to be an edit of it, right? You want that cut down.
A podcast is a more produced thing as opposed to live.
Yep, exactly. And it's not, and like we could edit this down into something enjoyable. I think people enjoy hearing like our conversation, like discussion about dyslexia, what's actually interesting to read, the fonts. You know what I mean? Like, or just what, like everything we
or
like
car troubles, you know?
Yeah, car troubles, like how
People
you should
dig a
change
good
your
story,
oil.
even if that story is my car broke down. Boo hoo.
Exactly. But when like you can turn. I'm talking like, I mean anybody, but really you, Connor, is don't think what you have now is bad. Take what you have, edit it, and upload it. It's not going to be good. It's going to be better than what you currently. Okay, so what you currently have in a streaming sense is good, right? What you currently have in a streaming sense for VOD is not as good as it is in the streaming sense. But if you were to edit it, get it edited down, or more polished is what I meant to use, and upload that as a VOD, yeah, it may not be the perfect VOD, but it's a great starting point. Is the point I was making.
I'm just terrible at editing, mostly because I don't know the best methodologies behind it. And maybe I should take like a YouTube editing course or something. But I also don't know if I have the knack for editing, just because I just don't have that headspace to cut things down properly, if that makes any sense.
That's the thing. You got. So I wish I have the original files. I think I deleted them just to save space. But let's say I had 5 hours of a podcast, and I cut that down to an hour and a half. That's not 5 hours of editing.
No,
Just so you
it's
know,
yeah, it's
that
like
is like that's
20
like
hours.
40 hours of editing.
Wow, that's
Like,
even more than I thought.
yeah, well, you have to go through the audio first, right? You want to make sure the audio's crisp. You want to make sure that there's not too much mic blare out. You want to go use an audio only software and make sure the audio sounds nice.
And
Now,
then once you've trimmed it all down, you have to listen back to it to see if there's
see,
anything that doesn't quite work or that could be
well, that's the
shortened.
thing. That wasn't even the trimming. That was just the quality of the audio. Then you
Yeah.
have to do the trimming, which there's some nice software out there that I use. I mean, it's free software. Audacity, I think that's what it is. Um,
Audacity, I remember Audacity. I
yeah,
think I had that
exactly.
for the YouTube.
Uh-huh. It's free open source software, and that's why I recommend it. And you could use that. That you get there's some built-in stuff that allows you to remove dead airspace. And that's exactly what I use to cut down that, and that helps a lot. But here's the thing. If you at any point add in face cam, you can't do that anymore because you can't cut out. You can't be like, hey, how's it going? And then cut out that dead air and have the VOD look any kind of like not unjarred. It'll instantly become jarring.
Yeah, and
So
that might be something else I might have to try and do is find a way to
you-
separate the audio. And I think there's
real
separate
quick,
audio jacks
you
on
said
this.
that's real quick. You said that's the only thing you could do, and then you broke up. So just so you have a conscious knowing of when
That's
your mic
weird.
cuts out.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very strange. Um, I'm not sure if there are separate audio tracks on the video file that I have. Um, I'd have to check to
Are
see if
you
OB
using
because
OBS?
OB yes.
Yeah, it does.
So
You can
okay,
have a
good,
safe
good, good.
separate file.
Yeah.
I mean, check
Uh
your settings, but it's definitely an option.
oh yeah, no, I absolutely have separate audio checks. I think I'm gonna like tab here real quick to pull up this. Um, yeah, the desktop audio as well as the mic audio, and I think your chat is split into another audio channel as well.
Well, check your save settings though, is what I'm saying. If you're
Aha.
doing local recordings, you want to make sure your recording settings are saving them out as separate files.
Oh, separate files? Shit. Yeah, no, it's all one file.
Then that means you're not going to be able to do any post mixing, right? You want to be able to, okay, maybe the game was louder than I thought. Maybe I need to turn down the volume of the game in the recording, not for your gameplay, but the actual playback of the recording. The game was too loud or too quiet. So now you want to
Mhm.
go be able to go back later and adjust that. Or maybe you sounded super loud, but everyone in the party was super quiet.
Yeah.
That's the convenience of saving out separate audio files.
I might start doing that if I can get around it.
Yeah,
Better production
and
help.
see, I only know this stuff from my past recordings because I did a really great, really great's an exaggeration. I did my Hot Ones recording, and I had 3 microphones, like 4 cameras, so those all have mics too, and I condensed it all down into an edit, and then it was one of those I put hours of work. I'm talking like maybe at least 120 hours of editing alone. And it got to the point where I was like, all right, this is in a state where it's watchable and I'm just exhausted and we're not getting anywhere from here. So I exported the footage. And then down the road, someone was like, yeah, it's great and all, but those bugs in the background are really loud. And I was just like, you're right. But like, I'm exhausted from this. And eventually I came back around to it and all I had was the final product. And I gave it to I gave it to a professional to get adjusted, and he's like, "Yeah, where are the separate tracks?" Like, sure, I could try some things, but you're not going to get what you want unless you have separate tracks.
Yeah, well, so I know at least the audio mixer here is showing that. So yeah, I'd have to do the separate audio files for this, and I'm probably I have to check the settings. I probably could split it out into the separate audio easily enough. And I may set that thing up. It is easier to do the full VOD to YouTube with the combined file for now. But if I start doing a compressed VOD for YouTube, the other separate audio tracks would be better. We'll see. We'll see. It's something in time. I definitely think that it'll be useful to have. But for now, the combined audio file will simply have to do.
Well,
I get that.
on a completely different note, related to gameplay, I think at this point our trench, moat, whatever you want to call it, and wall reinforcement is done. At least to my.
Have you put the spikes in the pit yet?
No, there's no spikes in the pit.
Well, then it's not done yet.
Well, I'm done working on it this evening. I have just spent roughly 3 hours digging a big old trench, putting a wall behind that big old trench, just moving dirt around. So I'm pretty satisfied with the current state of the moat.
Yeah, no, I will say it does look good. I'm coming up on the house, the homestead right now, and yeah, with the sunlight
The one
filtering
weak
in
point is
overhead.
the gate. Next time there's an attack, that's going to be where all the enemies funnel to, sort of by design. But
It should be rock, throw into
it should be harder for it should be harder for our base to be actually damaged.
Yeah, and if you you should be able to run up on the earthenware and shoot arrows too.
Mm-hmm.
Earthworks, that's what it is.
That's right, Earthworks.
I just
so
found
have you gotten all of the resources you wanted?
I have. I'm gonna have to go and get more fine wood and more surtling chorus, but that's a later thing. I got a lot of boar meat. I did. So, do me a favor and take a look at the actual Twitch stream here for a second, so you can see my screen.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
So I'm just gonna move the map so you can see where the Elder is, and
it's way off to the right.
Not only is it way off to the right, you see this blue stuff right here?
Is there an ocean there?
There seems to be an ocean in the way.
Hmm.
So we're gonna have to build a boat and go sailing.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm thinking that's gonna be a next time on Wit and Twit. Same bat channel, same bat time. Cause yeah. I don't think we're gonna be building a boat like that tonight, at least.
Well, folks, you have something to view next week when you tune in. Stay tuned for the Great Sea Adventure, which will probably be sailing a boat into the shoreline over and over again and getting it beached. But you know what? That's the point. That's the whole point. This gameplay isn't necessarily good.
And that's the entire point of the channel.
And that's just what it is.
I do want this. I want that. Yeah. Something's fighting something. I can hear it. Might be our boars getting up to no good again.
I don't know. I'm lying in bed. Meanwhile, you're making nice food, so I'm not complaining.
I'm gonna go. Oh, I cooked boar meat. God damn it. Oh well.
All right. Well, I'm gonna head off here. I gotta.
Pat, as always, absolute pleasure to have you on.
Yeah, I'll just add before I go that I just found a Facebook Marketplace listing for Pokemon Gold and Silver with Mario Tennis internet browser.
Internet browser?
Internet browser.
So I am currently installing this from the archive.com because I had no idea there was a Pokemon web browser. And I'll keep you guys updated on that.
Yeah, please do. This should
Yeah,
be interesting.
that's entertaining at the very least.
Yeah. So I'm super intrigued.
Oh my gosh, we have tons of boar babies. Oh, we're gonna have to go slaughtering.
I'll
All
catch you guys
right.
later. Bye.
See
Once
you,
I
Matt.
figure out how to
Next
get back
time,
in.
you're gonna have to see all the boar babies next week.
I got your stream up, so I'll keep an eye on it.
All right. See ya.
See? And let me.
All right.
make
Why
sure
don't
I
we take a
didn't-
rest, and then we'll wrap up this stream.
Ah, damn it! I burned the deer. Let me finish cooking this deer, and then I'll go to bed.
Finish cooking. Finish cooking.
I accidentally came
Regale-
back just in time to catch the deer turn to coal. I was too distracted by the
Regale
boar
the
babies.
audience with a funny little story while I quickly use the bathroom.
You know how we said that we haven't gone away from the channel much? Well, I mean, we are technically streaming for longer than we normally have. So, we did have to use the bathroom at some point. Ugh. I've been drinking this roasted green tea, and normally I like roasted green tea, but for whatever reason, there's like this really earthy back end, and it's not there unless I breathe out my nose, and it only hits in the nose, and it's not great. I'm not a fan of this earthiness on the back end of this roasted green tea, which is a shame because I like roasty green tea. Roasty toasty notes. Oh man, my nose is all runny now. That's not fun. Put that there. All right, let's go to bed. Call this stream a farewell tour. Farewell to arms. And with that, we round out the end of November and the end of the. I believe this is our 6th stream. I could be wrong. Anyways, as always, you've been lovely. We've been Connor, Abe, and you heard Pat.
Sorry, you cut out there.
I did again. God damn it!
You cut out as always.
What is going on with my mic? I'm gonna have to check all my connections.
Next time on Wit and Swit Gaming, look at
Boar
the ping.
slaughter.
Boar slaughter.
Sailing.
Is my mic working properly? Pokemon internet browser, maybe, and boating.
Yes, and I hope my mic has actually been good on stream. I think my mic's been good on stream because I'm checking my volumes on the stream and it's fine. It's just Discord. I swear.
I think
Discord
it's
hates
going
me.
to show up in the VOD, but it is what it is.
Goddamn Discord. All right. Anyways, you've been lovely. We've been Wit and Twit. Have a wonderful night.
Bye.